Hello everybody and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. Let's just start this level since we haven't really done anything yet. Alright, Thrasho's house. And here's a new zombie, the Conehead zombie. But, like I was saying in the last episode, complex yet simplistic. It starts you off very easy and just, this seems right now a little too boring and simplistic, but that's the beauty of it. It eases you into the game very, very slowly. It gives you one seed packet at a time. Ooh, I should probably save up some sun and get a pea shooter for that. Also, pretty much all of the plants and the zombies have very simple names. As in, you'll be able to know, like, just by looking at them, you know what they are. Just these ones are just zombies, standard zombies. Then those Conehead zombies, they're called Conehead zombies. Easy, simple, just normal, cool things like that. Also, the zombies, I did kind of look up their stats. Like this standard zombie, he takes 10 Ps of damage. I'm going to be calculating damage in Ps because that's the standard thing that we shoot. There are some things that will do 1 P of damage, but without using a P. There are things that'll do multiple Ps of damage, with or without Ps. But yeah, I'll be calculating damage in Ps. So yeah, the zombies, standard zombies, they take 10 Ps of damage. Their arm will fall off at 5 Ps. And once they take their 10 Ps of damage, then their head will fall off and they can no longer hurt you. Alright, now this is a Conehead zombie. He'll take 12 Ps of damage. His appearance will change here at 3 and here at 8. And then his bucket falls off and he just takes a few more Ps of damage and then he's done. Very simplistic, very easy. Alright, let me show off the cherry bomb here. You place it somewhere and it'll, boom, just take out a whole bunch of zombies. It's nice if you got a big horde of zombies and you just want to get rid of them. It's very useful, like, to thin out the numbers of the zombies. Not a whole lot to talk about in these early episodes, but the beauty of this game is in its simplicity. In beginning episodes, I'll probably do just a few of these at a time. Let me start my timer. There's our flag zombie. Forgetting to start my timer is probably going to be a thing, because also bomb plants, they usually reload. They usually recharge pretty slowly, so don't try and save them for an emergency. Because if you waste it like I did, you might want to wait for it. Alright, now here is a walnut, a fourth type of plant. Yeah, just keep throwing them at us. Alright, it blocks off zombies and protects your other plants. Now this is a defensive plant. And it's one of only three defensive plants in the game. Also, they gave us all 5 rows. I may be referring to rows in 1 through 5, and later on we'll get a 6th row in a different kind of level. But I'll be referring them from top to bottom, like row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, see, we've got a zombie approaching on row 5, so we'll put a pea shooter there. It just, numbers make things a little easier, more simplistic, just better. Numbers might always make things look better. Now, I'll show off the walnut after I establish a little bit more sun, and I have a little bit more to waste, but because right now I need to build up my defenses. Although my walnut is defenses, and it only costs 50, it's the same as a sunflower. Like, if something's 100, then it's a little bit expensive, but and 150, that's kind of expensive. If it's 100 or below, then it's relatively cheap. But if not, then look out. But anything that's above 100 is usually worth it. Alright, place my walnut here. Right there. Now, as you'll see, I'll refrain from putting a pea shooter there for a while. He'll come up, and he'll just munch on this plant. And he'll be there for a good long while. The walnuts, they're pretty tough. The entire point of them is to be very tough. So you just put a walnut, and then you put a plant behind it, some offensive plant, and it'll whittle away that zombie's HP while he's distracted. And it'll take a whole bunch of zombies. Like, if there's like 5 zombies, they'll all have to stay there and eat through the plant before they can proceed. Although keep in mind that if the more zombies there are, the quicker they will make it through that. And, oh, dang. I usually like to put sunflowers on my second row here, but I accidentally put pea shooters. I don't know, it's just a little personal thing. You don't necessarily need to do that, especially in these early levels. 1 row of sunflowers is fine. 5 sunflowers, that'll definitely do you if you only have 4 seed packets. Also, these are actually seed packets and not actual plants. I know, it's weird, they like instantly grow. I mean, we reach into the bag and we have a fully grown plant right in our hand. It's a little bit ridiculous. But whatever. Place a walnut right there. Also, you can see... Oh. If you can't read what that is right there, it says Doom and... I think it's Doom and Gloom Seeds. I don't know, it's really small and difficult to read. As you can see down here is our level progress meter. Every time there's a flag, there will be a huge wave of zombies. So make sure to keep an eye on this. In the early levels, there's usually only 1 right at the end. But later on, we'll have 2 or 3. Alright. But since this is the last one, I feel safe wasting a cherry bomb to get rid of those guys. And there's one last zombie. Put this just to finish him off. We got the shovel! Awesome. Shovel is very useful. You got the shovel! Lets you dig up a plant to make room for another plant. Like, it's useful with... It's mainly useful for walnuts. Like, if you got a walnut that's half eaten, you can quickly dig it up and place a fresh walnut. Because if your defenses aren't fortified, then the zombies can get through them pretty quickly. And let me introduce you to one of the... Well, pretty much the only character in the game, and thus the best character in the game. And he lives up to it.
Greetings, neighbor. The name's Crazy Dave. But you can just call me Crazy Dave. Listen, I've got a surprise for you. But first, I need you to clear your lawn. Use the shovel and dig up those plants. Let the digging commence.
I may need to come up with a different voice for him. That hurts my throat. Alright, so we just grab the shovel, move it over to a plant, and dig it up. Alright?
Okay, goody. Now for the surprise. We're going bowling. Here, take this walnut. Why'd I put a walnut on your head? Because I'm crazy. Now go, bowl me a winner.
Okay, and every 5th level, we'll get a little neat mini-game level like this. Like, we put a walnut here, and we go bowling, like Crazy Dave said. And, I don't know, it's just a little fun break from the game. It's not too difficult. I mean, there is actually a legit minigame of this, and it can get pretty hard. But this right here is not too difficult. Alright, this is an Explodo Nut, which is pretty much a combination of a cherry bomb and a walnut. So we throw it and it'll explode. It's really nice for taking out a bunch of zombies. You really are going to want to try to line up the walnut just so it will collide with multiple zombies and get you a combo. Zombies that are close to your house are obviously priority, and just try and make sure not to let any get through. You do have these lawnmowers, which are kind of a last line of defense. Here, I'll let a zombie go through just to show you what the lawnmower does. Because it will take out an entire row of zombies. It's very useful, but once it's gone, and you're vulnerable. You do not want your lawnmower to get used up, because that is your last line of defense. Alright, see? He gets run over by a lawnmower and just takes out that entire row. Very, very nice. But be careful, because this row is very vulnerable now. And we do not want our rows to be vulnerable. I'm gonna take out these top 3 rows, because this is the last wave. I might as well just use up my last Explodo Nut, whatever, so I can be able to take it with me. Alright, and I think that'll do us. Oh, it's Bloom and Doom Seedco. And I will explain the potato mine in the next episode. Explodes on contact, but takes time for itself. Alright, so I'll see you in the next episode. This is me, Thrasho2, saying be cool, save often, and don't do anything I wouldn't.